it's more interesting being an influencer than anything else.
If they are,
The easy way.
if they are, they won't tick the box. They won't turn up. Guaranteed.
But then don't give it to them then.
Well, the ones that do, will do. Do you see what I'm saying? That group, anyway, I think we're on the same page, James. Thank you for your call. We'll take another one. Carla's in Gloucestershire. What do you reckon? Is it time? Has the time come for 16 and 17-year-olds?
Hello, I think it has. I would have loved to have had the chance when I was 16 or 15. And I think it engages young people at an early age to think about who they're going to vote for. And I think, I was very lucky because I went to a school whereby they actually taught us, about the various parties and, what the parties stood for. But I think I would just love this opportunity.
Well, you think that, we get to vote typically once we've left school. There's an educational opportunity there where you maybe have an election while you're still at school and you have the power to vote. That's the moment where you can get that context from teachers, whether it's a history class or PHSE, whatever it might be. That's the chance to say, have you really considered the issues here?
Yes, I agree, but to actually physically go down, I remember when I voted for the first time, and I was really excited. And I honestly think that, the younger generation get so mature, and they do know what's going on, they know about the past, especially the ones I teach regularly, and they're much more aware than I ever was, and I would just love the opportunity.
I don't get the sense with the young people that I meet that they're really interested in the power of work. No, the problem that's also true that everybody's level with parents. But I went to a graduation last week, right? And they gave me a programme. They gave me not lovely, and then I went to the programme instead of graduation for a law degree. It featured rainbow stairs and a pride flag on it. Why? Because that would be regarded as normal, and I bet you if that's what's going on in education at the moment, who on earth is going to put the argument for right of centre parties? Nobody, because you would say, you're a social pariah.
That's their normal. That is their
Also, every right party has to create its own appeal in its own way. Believing that we should create an equality of outcome. If people aren't interested in right-wing ideas when they're young, that's just because they're not interested in right-wing ideas. As you said, when you were young, you were quite liberal, and as the graph says, as you get older, you seem to go more right-wing, and that's the cycle.
There's no law that says young people have to be in the same ideas.
No, but there's a huge social pressure to not be a bigot, which particularly bears down on young people. I think
that's kind of
actually it's just a way to control people and very effective with young people, less effective with
I want to take one more call. Anne's in Dumfries and Gallow. Anne, are you happy with the idea that 16 and 17-year-olds will be able to vote in the next general election?
Yes, because I think if 16, 17-year-olds be doing the army, why should they be able to vote for the country they're in?
Also, you had a Scottish independence referendum, 16 and 17-year-olds voted in that. Did you feel that was the right vote? And that makes sense to you. And do you feel like it's their future? Is that part of your thinking? They're the ones that will be shaped by the election.
They don't have to vote, but they do if they want to.
Listen, thanks, Al. Thanks for that call. Obviously, that's the fact of Scotland and Wales for some elections. 16, 17-year-olds doesn't feel like the world's falling apart. It will be very interesting to see what happens when we get to that point. But don't forget, later on we're talking about airport drop-off charges. Have you ever been caught out by them? Or do you go out of your way to avoid it? Maybe by using public transport. Now then, is it time to scrap the BBC licence fee? We finished 200,000 more households have stopped paying the licence fee. And that's a loss of £50 million for the corporation. As a result, it's going to have to overhaul the way its payment system works. We don't know yet.